Welcome to Narayana online digital classes. This is Srinivas, chemistry faculty from Madhapur. Today, I would like to explain some objective questions in stoichiometry. Okay, let us go for the questions. Here, the first one from Narayana material, question number 120, page number 58. Which of the following is or not affected by temperature? In general, the concentration terms, the concentration term which involves volume, in which volume is involved, volume is affected by temperature, because change in temperature. Okay, so because weight or number of moles does not change with temperature, but volume may be changes with temperature. That is why the concentration terms in which volume is involved can be affected by temperature. Okay, now from one by one I will, it's molarity, number of moles by volume in liters. So it was affected with temperature because volume term is involving in this. And molality, what is molality? Small m, number of moles of solute per weight of the solvent. So only weight involved is there, so it is independent of temperature, independent of temperature, because only weight was involved. So which of the following is are not affected by temperature? Molality was not affected because weight was involved here. And normality, number of equivalents, number of equivalents per liter. So volume, this was also affected. So among the given four options, molality cannot be affected by the temperature as it does not contain any volume term in that expression of molality. Okay, yes, let us go for the next one. Yeah, question number 131 from our material, page number 58. On dissolving 1 mole of each of the following acid in 1 liter water, the acid which does not give a solution of strength 1 normal. Okay, see here, generally the relation between number of moles and equivalents is equal to number of moles is equal to n factor into gram equivalents. So in which number of equivalents, gram equivalents is equal to 1, number of gram equivalents is equal to 1. In 1 liter solution, obviously they will get the normality of 1 normal solution. So in each and every case, 1 mole of each and everything he is taking. So in first case, HCl is n factor 1. So 1 gram equivalent is present. So it can form 1 normal solution when 1 mole or 1 mole is equal to 1 equivalent, because n factor is equal to 1. So it can produce 1 normal solution, 1 equivalents per liter. And coming to, if you dissolve 1 mole of HClO4 perchloric acid which is having n factor is equal to 1. So here also normality is equal to 1 gram equivalent per liter. Now coming to third one, HNO3, in which n factor is equal to 1. So here 1 gram equivalent is equal to 1 mole. So normality of this solution can produce when 1 mole of this is dissolved in 1 liter of solution is nothing but 1 equivalents per liter. Coming to 4, here H3PO4 which is having n factor is equal to 3. So here normality is equal to number of moles is equal to n factor into equivalent. So number of equivalents are 3 here. So 3 by volume 1 liter equivalents per liter. So normality of that one. So it does not produce one normal solution when 1 mole of this compound is dissolved in 1 liter of water. Okay. Let us go for the next one. Yeah. What will be the molality of the solution containing 18.25 grams of HCl gas in 500 grams of water? Okay. So what is molality? Molality can be indicated by the letter small m. Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of the solvent. So weight of solvent which we have to take. Solvent in kg. Otherwise, number of moles of solute means weight by molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. Weight of solvent in grams. Okay. Mass of solvent in grams. So that is indicated by m. So now m is equal to, what is the weight of HCl? He has given 18.25 grams divided by, what is the molecular weight of that one? 36.5 into 1000 by, okay. So what is the weight of solvent here? 500 grams of water. So directly I can take 500 grams. Now it was cancelled 2 times. Okay. So 18.25, 36.5 by 36.5 by 36.5, that is equal to 1 molal solution. 1 molal solution. Okay. Yes. Let us go for the next question. Yeah. The molality of a solution having 18 grams of glucose dissolved in 500 grams of water. So as in the previous case, the formula for molality is equal to weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute, into 1000 by weight of solvent in grams. Weight of solvent here we can consider in grams. So from that given weight of the solute, here glucose is the solute and he has taken 18 grams and molecular weight of glucose. So C6H12O6 glucose molecular formula and molecular weight is equal to 180 grams per mole. Okay. Into 1000 by, he has taken 500 grams of water. So it was cancelled 2 times. 10. So 2 by 10, that is equal to 0.5 moles per kg of the solvent. Yes. So this is simple expression for molality, and I am substituting whatever the information given in the problem, and I get 0.5 moles per kg is the molality of the solution. Right. Let us go for the next one. Yes. 100 ml of ethyl alcohol is made up to a liter with distilled water. That means 100 ml of ethyl alcohol plus, in order to make 1 liter of the solution, we have to add 900 ml of distilled water, then only the solution becomes 1 liter, 1000 ml. So what amount of water we are adding here? 900 ml, and as density of water or specific gravity of water is equal to 1 gram per cc. Okay. So weight of solvent is equal to 900 grams, as the density of water is 1 gram per cc. Now in order to find molarity, we have to know the weight of the solute. So how to find the weight of solute means the density of ethyl alcohol he has given, density of ethyl alcohol he has given is equal to 0.46 gram per ml. Now, how can we find? Given volume is equal to 100. So, density is equal to mass by volume. So, mass of the solute is equal to density into volume. So, what is the density here? 0.46 into volume is 100, that is equal to 46 grams. So, from that I am able to calculate the weight of solute. Here ethyl alcohol is the solute, that is 46 grams, and the molecular weight of ethyl alcohol is also 46 grams. Now by substituting all those in the expression of molality. So what is the expression of molality? Given weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute into 1000 by weight of solvent only we have to take here. So molality is equal to, what is the weight of the solute? 46 divided by 46 into 1000 by what of the weight? What is the weight of solvent here? Only 900 grams. Okay, so 1 this was cancelled, 1.11. So molality is 1.11 moles per kg. Okay, so what is the molality here? 1.11 moles per kg of the solvent. Okay, yeah, mass percentage of ethylene glycol. So what is ethylene glycol? The structural formula is equal to CH2OH, CH2OH. This is called ethylene glycol. In aqueous solution is 20, then mole fraction of solute is. Okay, so what he has given? Mass percentage. Mass percentage means 20%. 20% by mass or by weight. Weight by weight percentage means 20 grams of this ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol is present in 100 grams of the solution. 100 grams of the solution. That is the meaning of weight percentage. Okay. Now from that, weight of ethylene glycol is equal to 20 grams among the 100 grams, and weight of that was dissolved in, yes, aqueous medium, that means water, solvent is water. So weight of water obviously 100 minus 20, that is equal to 80 grams. So from that I would like to calculate number of moles of ethylene glycol is equal to given weight by molecular weight 20 by, what is the molecular weight of ethylene glycol? See here, 2 carbons are there, 24, 4, 6 hydrogens are there, 32, 2 oxygens are there. Okay, so what is that? How much it is? 62, 20 by 62. And the number of moles of water is equal to given weight 80 grams by molecular weight 80. Now he is asking the mole fraction of solute. Here solute is ethylene glycol. So mole fraction of ethylene glycol is equal to number of moles of ethylene glycol 20 by 62 divided by 20 by 62 plus 80 by 18. Okay, now that mole fraction of ethylene glycol is equal to, on solving the above calculation, I will get 0.067. 0.067. Okay, yes, based on the mass percentage given 20% means 20 grams of the ethylene glycol is present in total 100 grams. We can assume if percentage is given for 100 grams of the solution. So among that 100 grams, 20 grams is the solute, remaining 80 grams is solvent. That is nothing but water. From that weights, I am able to calculate the number of moles of each component, and for mole fraction of that ethylene glycol, can do number of moles of ethylene glycol divided by total number of moles. Okay, from that I got 0.067 is the answer. That is the mole fraction of 0.067. Okay, yes, let us go for the next one. Yes, the density of 3 molar solution of NaCl is, so here molarity is given 3 moles per liter and density of the solution is 1.25 gram per ml. The molality of the solution is, what he is asking? Molality. Molality can be indicated by the letter small m. So now I would like to write the relation between the molality and molarity. Relation between capital M and a small m. Capital M is molarity, small m is molality. So small m is equal to 1000 into molarity divided by 1000 into density minus molarity into molecular weight of the solute. Here we have to take. This is the relation between molality and molarity. Here small m is the molality, capital M is the molarity, and D is the density. Okay. Yes, by substituting all these values, given values in this relation, I will get, see here, M is equal to 1000 into molarity means 1000 into 3 divided by 1000 into density, 1000 into 1.25 minus molarity into molecular weight of the solute. What is that solute? NaCl 58.5. So 3 into 58.5. Okay, right. This is the relation. Now by solving this calculation, I will get 2.79. The molality is 2.79. Okay, yes. Let us go for the next one. Moles per kg. Here units are moles per kg of the solvent. Per kg of the solvent. Yes. Yeah. Mole fraction of C3H5OH taken 3 times, that is called glycerin. The structural formula of that is CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is called glycerin. This is called glycerin. And what is the molecular weight? You just find the molecular weight of this compound. We have 3 carbons are present, 36 plus 5 plus 3 OH groups, 17, 51. So as a whole 80, 92. Okay. 92 is the molecular weight of glycerin. Yes, what he is asking, mole fraction of glycerin in a solution of 36 grams of water and 46 grams of glycerin. Okay. So weight of glycerin as given 46 grams and weight of water he has given 36 grams. Okay. Now from that, in order to find the mole fraction, definitely we can find the number of moles. So number of moles of glycerin is equal to weight by molecular weight. What is molecular weight here? Just we have find it. We have found this 92 as. So number of moles of water is how much? Given weight by molecular weight of water is 18. So here number of moles of glycerin is equal to 1 by 2 and number of moles of water is equal to 2. This is 0.5. So mole fraction of glycerin is equal to number of moles of glycerin 0.5 divided by total number of moles, that is equal to 0.5 by 2.5. Okay. Now that is equal to 1 by 5, nothing but 0.2. That is the mole fraction, and it is independent of temperature and having no units, as you know already. Okay. Let us go for the next one. Yeah. The density of a 2.05 molar solution of acetic acid in water is, so molarity he has given 2.05 moles per liter. Molar solution means acetic acid in water, he has given the density 1.02 gram per ml. Okay, and the molality of the solution is asking. Okay. And acetic acid means CH3COOH is the formula, and the molecular weight is nothing but 60. If you find molecular weight is 60. So molarity and density is given and asking about the molality of the solution. Just now in the previous case we observed the relation between molality and molarity as small m molality. Okay, 1000 into capital M means molarity divided by 1000 into density minus molarity into molecular weight of the solute. Molecular weight of the solute. Yes, this is the relation between molarity and relation between capital M and small m. Capital M is molarity, small m is molality, as you know. Yes. Now, by substituting all these values, small m is equal to 1000 into what is the molarity has given 2.05 divided by 1000 into what is density. Density is 1.02. Okay, minus. Okay. Molarity 2.05 into molecular weight 60. So now by solving this we'll get molality is equal to 2.28 moles per kg. Yes. By solving that calculation we'll get the 2.28 moles per kg as the answer, molality of the solution. Okay, let us go for the next one. Yeah, calculate the molarity of a solution of ethanol in water in which the mole fraction of ethanol is, mole fraction of ethanol C2H5OH was given here 0.040. Assume the density of water to be 1. Density is 1 gram per cc as assumed. So calculate the molarity. So now I would like to write the relation between mole fraction and molarity. Mole fraction and molarity. Okay. So see, the molarity is equal to relation I am writing here. So mole fraction of the solute into 1000 into D divided by, okay, mole fraction of solvent into molecular weight of solvent plus mole fraction of solute into molecular weight of solute. See here, XA is the mole fraction of solvent, mole fraction of solvent, and MA is the molar mass of solvent. Okay, similarly XB is the mole fraction of the solute and MB is the molecular mass of the solute. Okay, right. So here for C2H5OH, what is the molecular weight? Yes, so 24, 16 and 6, how much it is? 46. Yes, after substituting all this, molarity is equal to mole fraction of the solute, and we know that the sum of the mole fractions of all components should be equal to 1. Now, if the mole fraction of the solute is 0.040, mole fraction of solvent is equal to 1 minus 0.040, that is equal to 0.96. So I can substitute all the values in this relation. XB mole fraction of the solute is 0.04 into 1000 into density what he has given 1 gram per cc divided by mole fraction of solvent into molecular weight 0.96 into 18 is the molecular weight of water plus mole fraction of solute into molecular weight 0.04 into 46 is the molecular weight of solute, that is nothing but ethyl alcohol. Okay, now by solving this I will get molarity is equal to, solve the above calculation, I will get 2.09 mole per liter is the answer. 2.09 mole per liter. Okay, see this is the relation between molarity and mole fraction. Molarity and mole fraction. Okay, yes. Okay, this is the end of the session. Thank you very much.